Hello, CS50, and we're back. This is Julio Seda, coming to you live from Miami, Florida, USA, for the submission of our final project. And so right here on the screen, you can see our GitHub and edX usernames for your confirmation and verification purposes. I'm going to show you today what I've been working on. It's called Ignara Strategy Labs. So Ignara Strategy Lab is a project that I've been working on now for a couple of months. Hasn't been easy. It's been a wonderful challenge. It's been a pleasure and a joy to really work on it alongside my young boys and my wife, who's been eternally patient. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and show you what Ignara Strategy Lab is all about. Welcome to Ignara Strategy Lab, where this is an innovation hub for different markets like commodity hedging, Formula One analytics, and prediction markets. If we wanted a randomly generated strategy preview, we could click this button and get one for each industry. If we wanted to dig deeper into commodity hedging, for example, well, we can go to the commodity page where a chart.js script that's pulling from the Yahoo Finance API would immediately populate this coffee chart over different time spans, so 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, the default 1 year or up to 2 years. And we could do that also for coffee and natural gas pricing. We could come down here to our hedge coverage calculator and say I'm a coffee buyer and I want to make sure that prices don't increase on me and I want to be 100% hedged. In the event that the market moves against me by 10 cents a pound, well, I can see what the effect of my hedge would be, right? So I would have a readout here of my P&L impact and my risk reduction impact here at the bottom. If I was more into Formula One, well, I can go into my F1 analytics page and maybe take a look at lap time models, tire degradation, track profiles, right? We have a stint time simulator here, which says if I'm racing for 10 laps and my lap times are 90 seconds each, but if all of a sudden I'm losing 0.8 seconds per lap because of tire degradation, well, obviously my average lap time is no longer 90 seconds. It actually increases with each lap I take, right? So this hasn't been fully fleshed out because of time constraints, but the intentions are there. How about markets? Well, like Kalshi and Polymarket, which allow you to take a position basically on any market, right? So you can say, I think US GDP will be higher next year than it was this year, and that bet costs you $50. Well, if your model probability has a 75% probability, well then what would be the impact of that cost of the $50? Well, more than likely the implied probability, or how much, like how, could it happen? Yeah, 50%, pick them, GDP could be higher, GDP could be lower. But what's this edge of 25%? Well, that edge is basically the cost from one of these platforms, and which is the market maker, which they're taking that profit into their pocket for providing you this opportunity to bet on what you think is going to happen next year in GDP for the United States. This will also have, Monte Carlo simulations as I move forward. It'll have all types of variance calculations, and that'll be fully fleshed out as we move forward. But that, in a nutshell, is Ignara Strategy Lab for CS50's final project.